What's up, Pamela?
Not much. How about you?
Oh, lots of stuff. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, let me switch you to my. So you're in beautiful England there?
Yes, yes. I don't know if you can see that's our garden out the back.
Wow.
Really pretty.
Very cool.
Weather's nice here, a lot warmer than where you are, I hear.
Yeah, it's cold and gray here.
Mm-hmm.
So are you on your last day of quarantine then? Is it 14
Yes,
days?
we're out
Wow.
tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
So you've literally been inside for 14 days?
Yes, and we got here on Tuesday the 13th, and then I did my first Strong Together workout on the 15th.
Wow.
I was a little worried that maybe there would be some issues with the internet, because it's it's like that with TV licensing and things like that, but I had no trouble getting in.
Nice.
So I never do it live because we're 5 hours ahead.
Right.
But I've stuck to my 4 weeks since I got here. And even though it sounds kind of silly, I run around the garden every time we do 200, 400 meter workouts. It works.
Wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So I just wanted to kind of get your story recorded, because I think it's amazing, and people need to hear it, because this is obviously the world we're living in, and who knows how much longer we'll be living in this world. But I think it's going to be obviously a while longer. And we've had just amazing results with people that have done the online program since this all started, and we were shut down. And I just want people to hear your story and hear the benefits that you've gotten from the program, and hear that it is possible to still continue with our community and to get the great programming and coaching and nutrition to keep moving forward and getting results. So that's why we're talking today, and it's how appropriate that you're all the way in England, and you're still, obviously it's not as good as coming physically seeing people in the gym, but it's the next best thing, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I do miss the gym very much, the energy that you get from other people and all of that. But when we did come back to the US for that short period, or actually it was 7 months, and then you gave me a call, I was kind of withering on the vine because I was walking every day. Yet I knew I really shouldn't be in the gym because Brent was waiting for a hip replacement.
Right.
And
how's his hip?
Oh, it's great. It's
Good.
great. It went fabulously, but there was no part of me that could take the risk of going to the gym and bringing that home. So when the hybrid option became available, I can't even say that I was skeptical. I was just so chomping at the bit to keep going and not lose everything that I built over the last year with you in the gym.
Right.
And to me, it felt fairly seamless. I already had a few weights in my house, up to like 12 pounds, I think, or 15, I can't remember. It wasn't much, a yoga mat. I had already gone to the store to get a piece of conduit. But between a backpack and everything else and all the options that they gave us, I mean, that's the thing I really should compliment the most, is that someone will say, hey, I don't have this, or I can't do that. There are always options, which just keeps you going. And so when I thought about having to come back here, Brent would laugh if he heard me say this. The biggest thing in my brain was, I got to leave my weights behind. Yeah, so I solved that with a huge 10-pound bag of rice, my backpack, and then I ordered some water fillable weights online for about 40 pounds. Back in business. I brought some resistance bands and really haven't missed a beat. I do miss a barbell.
Sure. Yeah.
I miss a barbell, but I am still putting on muscle. So
That's so awesome. Thanks for sharing that. And it just,
yeah,
you gotta get creative, right? I mean,
absolutely.
but it's better than having to get creative and just like not knowing what workout to do, or and not having any direction. At least you have some
Absolutely.
direction, and you can obviously pose questions to any strong together team member regarding
Hmm.
hey, I don't have this or I don't have that, and we'll make a solution for you. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. Talk a little bit about if you would, when we were hardcore into the hybrid program, when COVID hit and we were shut down, and we were really delving into people's nutrition, which is
Hmm.
obviously the most important part of your fitness and your results. And you were we had one member lose over 30 pounds during the shutdown doing the hybrid program, and you were the opposite. You're trying to build muscle. So we really take into account differing goals and can accommodate those to get you results. What do you have to say about that?
Absolutely. The hybrid challenge was life-changing for me. It got me to really examine the reasons that I was doing what I was doing, and it took me so long. In fact, I didn't really decide what my why was until weeks after the program was over. But what it did was break down into small units, all the different things that we could pick and choose from, like a buffet. And you got a week to try it. So if it worked, great. If not, maybe you move on to something else. But I would say I probably got 3 or 4 really excellent strategies out of the 12 weeks. But the biggest thing for me was coming to terms with, it's not about the weight. And I was thinking about that this morning, how when I was back at the gym, I would roll in there about twice a week and immediately hop on the body fat monitor, right? So I think I could just walk right past that thing and never look at it again, because what the hybrid challenge taught me is it's not about that number. Because honestly, I weigh about the same as what I did before, except that now I can do push-ups from the toes.
Right.
They may not look exactly, I'm still working on the form, but I could not do that for a whole year before the hybrid.
Wow, that's
And
amazing.
just you getting me to increase my protein, which I have to say my brain really just fought against, because all you see online is women shouldn't have that much protein. And if they do, it's all going to turn to fat. And we talked about that a little bit. And so it allowed me just to break through that, let it go, and just make me willing to try something that I hadn't done before.
Right.
And none of my worries came to pass. None of them.
Wow.
All I did was put on muscle.
All right. That's so awesome. Yeah, but especially in this day and age, and obviously, even in the best of times, if we didn't have COVID, the amount of information out there and disinformation from people that
Yes.
really don't have a clue as to what they're doing, that just want to get clicks to promote their ads or whatever they're promoting. I mean, people are really lost, and these people are out.
They are.
And anyone can go out there on the internet and promote themselves as an expert, and you have no idea what this person has actually done or not. Where we us and Strong Together, we have with the combined amount of team members we have, we have like 100 years of fitness and nutrition experience, which we've garnered from actual trials and by doing with our actual athletes, like people that we know, that we see every day. We know what works, we know what doesn't work. Everyone is different. Again, you want to put on muscle, our other clients want to lose 30, 40, 50 pounds. And we know what works. We've tried it with real, actual people, hundreds and thousands of different people. Everyone's different. but the we know what works. So the important message that you're clearly communicating, I think, especially in this time when we have, everyone and their brother putting out an online exercise or nutrition program, is you need people that actually know you, and that, and maybe if your friend or someone else doesn't know us and we don't know them, at least they know you, and you're a living proof that we know what we're doing and that this works, and that they don't have to flail around trying to click I had a woman tell me the other day that some online expert for women, fitness expert on Facebook, was saying that squats are the worst exercise you can do. I mean, this is what you have out there.
I mean,
yeah, and it's really shameful and hard where, with our program, we know it works. We've tried it under fire during this challenging time. We're now almost a year into this, and it's still working. We continue to make it better. We continue, we had to come out with this right out of the gate, as you said. Not, before, I don't know if 2 people had used we had the online program. Thank goodness we had the infrastructure for it already set up and ready to go. But no one used it because you could come to the gym every day, so who wants to do that? But now you can't, and some people are still really scared to come to the gym. You, perfect example, your husband's having surgery, so you don't want to risk that. A lot of other people are scared, and this gives them an option with people that know it works, basically.
Oh, absolutely. And I can speak to the coaching, which I'm sure anyone who does the online videos, but even though most of the time I'm only in the vault, so it's a recorded program and I'm just following along, but the energy that the coaches bring, and the corrections that they had offered people in real time are so key. Because I'll be doing something and I'll hear a correction come to someone, just a small, minute thing,
right,
that I wonder often, how does the coach over there actually see that person doing it, but they pick out something,
right,
and I'm doing it myself.
Yeah, for sure.
And so, yeah, so I thought about moving my workout routine so I can sort of tune in, at 3 in the afternoon, just to say, hey, I'm here. I'm in England, and everything you're doing is still working no matter where you are in the world.
That's amazing.
So, yeah. So the coaches are awesome. Even though they're not live with me at the moment, it works.
Well, thank you. That's awesome. You need to get Brent on the program now. That's your next challenge.
Yeah, well, I'm trying.
Don't give up. I know.
I won't.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much for your time. Anything else that you'd like to add at all?
Yes, I was thinking about that as we were talking. During the hybrid challenge, one part that I was a little bit resistant to was all of the Facebook stuff, the Facebook posts. But I would say at about week 6, I started to realize that what was happening there, even though none of us could get together, is we were really bearing our souls and our experiences and the good things that were happening to us, the challenging things that were happening to us. And Facebook, for me, I like to diss it a lot, but this was the one group that I have belonged to where I felt like, okay, this is what Facebook should definitely be about. And the community that was in there during that time, it was fantastic. It would keep anybody floating.
Right. Great. Well, thank you so much for that.
Mm-hmm.
And we miss you, but you're still in touch through the online program. And thanks for your time and your commitment. And good luck in England. And please stay in touch. And give Brent and your family our best. And hopefully we'll chat again soon.
Likewise. I hope everybody's okay at your home.
Thank you. Have a great holiday season also, which is going to be upon us shortly.
Okay. All right.
All right, Pamela. All right. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.